Hi everyone, I wanted to introduce you to the newest member of the snail family, and this is new Morty. We was trying to think of a name for this one because I've got Rick. I used to have Rick and Morty, but Morty died. I've got Rick, and then I've got obviously Alvin, Simon and Theodore. So I asked my daughter, well, what should we name the new one? And she says, well, it could be a new Morty because obviously in the cartoons Rick replaces his Mortys when he needs to. So this is new Morty, and he's only been in here for about 5 minutes because there's been a local pet shop by me is where I found him, and he looks good. He's got a little mite on him, but that's gone. He looks all right. He looks well. Give him a nice. Looks a bit dry. That's dechlorinated water, by the way. Looks fine. Let's see if I can just... Can I get under your foot? That's his hissing, saying, go away, leave me alone. I'm just going to break the suction. Just get your finger underneath the foot and you can break the suction quite easy. Let's get him a piece of food to tempt him out. The reason I got gloves on is because I don't want to contaminate him with anything. I want to make sure there's nothing on my hands that are going to bother him or anything. But yeah, it looks nice and healthy. I don't think that was a mite on him, actually that was a springtail, but it's okay. I can't see any more. He's going to be a bit cross with me because he doesn't know me yet. And if you get a tub like this, keep hold of it because this is useful if ever you have babies, because it's the ideal size for baby snails and it's got lots of aeration. I'll use that if ever I got babies, but I'm not going to get any babies in the future because I'm not going to keep the babies from the ones I've got now. Now I've got this one, I don't want any more. So because I've got 4, I've got 5 now including this one, so that's quite enough for me. And his shell doesn't look too bad. There's a slight groove there where he's obviously, what's happened is as it's grown, like the very edge, he's probably chipped that edge, but it's all grown back in and filled back in, and as you can see the new growth's beautiful, so he's fine. He's just very cross at me and he's not going to come out. So yeah, this is the new Morty, and I've got my other snails have just been upgraded to a bigger tank, and this one is going to go in their old tank, which is the Komodo one. And I've got it all set up. I've got their food, got some food, I've got a hide, I've got some cuttlefish. All I've got to do is put in a bit of moss. I'll probably use the moss he's come in. And I'll put a little bit of fake foliage in so he feels like he's got plenty of places to hide. And he was quite active until I just made him cross. So let me put him inside the tank I'm going to keep him in by the food. I'll take my gloves off now because I don't need to hold him. I don't like to handle them too much because I don't want to freak them out or anything. And then I'll show you him in the tank. Oops. There you go. Oops. So this is a, it's one of those Komodo tanks that comes with like a kit. It comes with the tank, the bar, the bedding, and spray bottle and stuff, so it comes with everything. I'm just going to give him a bit of a spray. And I don't normally feed cucumber, that's a treat, but he looked a bit dehydrated when I got him out the shop, so he's got that just for hydration, and then some of that, and I will get him a little water dish. I just can't find where I've put it. I've got one somewhere. So he will have, he can have, oh there you go, it's coming out now. Now he's got food. So yeah, I'm going to keep him separate for now, just to make sure that there's nothing wrong with him. Keep an eye out in case there's any parasites or anything, but he does look fine. And he's in quarantine for a bit. I'll probably keep him in quarantine for maybe about a month or so. It depends. I'll see how he goes. If he seems healthy, I'd say a month probably maximum. And hopefully in that time he'll grow a bit as well, because he's not quite big enough to go with the others yet. He's not far off, but it needs to be a little bit bigger first before I put him in with the others. Spider on the lid. Yuck. There you go. But it's funny, I went into the pet shop and I saw that they've got one. It's like a little pet shop. It's like a big pet shop. It's like a little sort of family-owned one. And we was looking at the tanks at the back, and they've got lizards and stuff. And then I happened to notice they've got a sign for African landsnail. I was like, oh, couldn't see him, but the water bowl was all like tipped up, and it was like a big mound, so he was under there. So we basically like trashed his tank, and he was in a tank that was very small, but it was all right for him, for his size. Let's just get that out there. That's a bit of stuff off the hot glue gun. I had to hot glue my thermometer and hydrometer thing back on the side because the stickiness has failed. There you go, he's having a mooch for some food. I'll give him some carrot as well because mine absolutely adore carrot. But I've put this salad mix in as well because mine love this salad mix as well as the carrot. So let's see what he goes for, because obviously I don't know what he's been eating so far, so he might change his mind, and there might be something he wants in here, or he might not. Sometimes you have to, when they're new, you have to try a few different foods first to figure out what they want. I've put him a nice new piece of cuttlefish in because I went to the pet shop today to get supplies, so he's got some cuttlefish. And then all I've got to do when I finish showing you guys in the video is I've got some fake plastic ivy which I'm going to put over to make it so he's got more places to hide, because it's a bit open at the minute. I might give him another plant pot as well because it's quite, that'll take up a bit of space in here because it's a bit big. But yeah, so he's quite happy. Then we'll just see what he eats, and then I'll get an idea of the sort of things he likes. What I tend to do is I try him with lots of different things, and then eventually they start eating the stuff that I give them. But I know in the pet shop he had carrots, so he might want that. Because at the minute he's just crawling through everything, I think. I did find in the end actually he quite likes the stuff in here. In this bag of salad mix, it's frizzy, lamb's lettuce and radicchio, basically different types of salad leaves. He likes these, and he likes carrot. He hasn't eaten the cucumber yet, but he will. All snails eat cucumber. Basically, the way to think of cucumber is it's kind of like us eating chocolate, where we don't really need it, but we do really enjoy it. But obviously for him, I've just put it in just to make sure he's plenty hydrated until I find where I've put my water bowl. And when you do a water bowl for especially the little ones, literally it's like a tiny splash of water in the bottom of the little bowl, and it needs to be a shallow plastic dish of some kind. Must be plastic so they can't fall on it and hurt the shell. And also literally you want like 2 millimeters depth maximum really for these. Basically you look at where the edge of their shell is when they're standing on the ground, and that's you don't want it to come up to where the edge of their shell is, because the hole that they use to breathe is just under where the opening to the shell is. So obviously if they get deep into the water they'll drown. So literally it's like a splash. I just basically make sure that the bottom of the bowl is wet but not like a proper puddle, and then I find that they lick that off. I also spray the food with dechlorinated water as well, and also spray the sides of the tank, so they tend to get water that way. This one I found also wanted some cuttlefish, and he went for the cuttlefish first. And after he had the cuttlefish, he went for a little bit of the lettuce and a bit of carrot. So he's done quite well. He's had a good little mixture. And then when I do some snail mix for my snails tomorrow, I'll give him a bit of snail mix as well. So he's got a little variety of foods to try. So yeah, this is Morty, new Morty, or Mortimer as we call him. And obviously, I mean, I know I tend to refer to the snails as he, but they are hermaphrodites, so they're boys and girls. So you can choose a girl's name or a boy's name, just for ease for me. I just tend to think of boys' names easier. So this is Morty, and yeah, hopefully he'll settle in well, and he looks nice and healthy, so I'll just keep an eye on him, keep him in quarantine for a bit, and then also make sure he grows and gets to a nice size before I introduce him to the others. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and I'll do more updates on Morty soon, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.